Hey, I'm sorry. So actually, I had to go to chapter 17. I told you I'm not one for quoting scriptures, but in a roundabout way, I have some idea where it might be. So in chapter 17, I'm gonna go to verse 12. Remember, I was talking about the 10 horns on the beast and the ten toes, and Daniel with the statue. These two entities are the same. They're just, one is a statue and one is a beast, but they're representation of Babylon, and they're dealing with the Babylonian system. They're both Babylon, because like in chapter 17, it's about Babylon, the prostitute on the beast. So Babylon, this is all part of Babylon. This is these 10 kings as well. Now watch this. It said the 10 horns you saw are 10 kings who have not received a kingdom, but who for 1 hour will receive authority as kings along with the beast. They have one purpose. They have one purpose. This is the key right here. They have one purpose. They have and will give their power and authority to the beast. They will wage war against the Lamb, but the Lamb will triumph over them, because he is the Lord of Lords. Amen. Hey. And King of Kings. Come on. And with him will be his called, chosen, and faithful followers. You see that? That's the saints. They're going to be with the Messiah. But these kings is going to get in their heart and in their mindset, because it's their only purpose, that one intention. So these are things you have to pay attention to. The Father tells us to pay attention to, because when these kingdoms start to gather together and surround themselves, and you see this happening, then you know the end is very, 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 very near. Now remember, they're gonna be these kings. They have one purpose, and will look. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go there. Listen, but who for 1 hour? For 1 hour they're gonna receive authority. Now it's not gonna be a whole day. Now I don't know what 1 hour is. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I know what 1 hour is. I might have to go to. You know what? It'd be good for us to seek scriptures to find out what is that 1 hour. What does that 1 hour mean? Because it's a short period of time. It's not a whole day. A whole day is 1,000 years, right? So it's just 1 hour, 60 minutes. 60 minutes. That's 1/10 of a day. One hundred tenths. I don't know. It's not a whole day. 1 hour is 1 hour. And if we could do the math on it, if you're a mathematician, you could probably figure that thing out just like that. Me, I got to take a matter of fact, I could probably go to my calculator and say, what, 24 divided into 1. I don't know. I'm not going to mess with that, but, so my thing is that, these 12, okay, so these 12 are going to come, they're going to fight the Messiah. In chapter 19, it goes into talking about what happens in the war, and the thing, and then in chapter 19 it says, then I saw the beasts and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to wage war against the rider on the horse and his army. Hey, who's the rider on the horse? That's the Messiah, right? I'm jumping ahead, but we go back, it tells us who it is. And armies gathered together to wage war against the riders on the horse and his army, but the beast was captured. And with it, the false prophet who had performed the signs on his behalf. With these signs, he had deluded those who had received the mark of the beast. The 2 of them were thrown into the lake of fire, of course, and the rest were killed with the sword coming out of the mouth of the rider. So these guys' end is going to come real short. It's not going to be long. They're not. And then, okay, so what I'm trying to deal with here, I may be getting off a little course, but what I'm trying to deal with is the issue of Gabriel dealing with the end of the world. When he said he saw fire and the whole earth burning up, when he says that, well, he can't be talking about the return of the Messiah. I'm just going to, Gabriel, speaking to you right now. You cannot be talking about the return of the Messiah when you start talking. You're talking about two different events. You're talking about two different things, and they're both outlined in Scripture. You know. So the thing you're looking at is, if you're talking about the return of the Messiah, I want to take you to chapter 20, Revelation chapter 20. I want to take you there, and I want to show you this. And then this is what happened. He said, I saw an angel coming down out of heaven, having the key to the abyss, and holding in his hand a great chain. Now, he sees the devil, the dragon, that ancient serpent, okay, who is the devil. He sees them. The angel takes him, grabs him, right? That's some great revelation in this, folks, I tell you. Holding in his hand a great chain. He sees the dragon, okay? The devil, Satan, and bound him. He bound him for 1,000 years. This is Revelation chapter 1, chapter 20, verse 1 and 2. And he threw him into the abyss and locked and sealed it over him to keep him, listen to this, to keep him from deceiving the nations. Okay? And until the 1,000 years was ended. After that, here it is right here. After the 1,000 years that the saints and the Messiah rule in the earth, after that 1,000 years, listen to what the scripture. Now, I'm not saying this. This is what the Most High. This is what was revealed to John. Okay. After that, he must be set free.